What's up, y'all? Okay, so right now I'm currently editing one of my vlogs. I just dropped my vlog from June 1st. I incorporated the time when I went to Atlanta. Super cute. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should watch it. It's like a 14-minute video, so definitely watch it. I went and I see my best friend. I did her install. I also did an install on my first client. Super freaking cute. Also follow my hair page, by the way. I just finished work, so my hair does look a little crazy, but I'm editing right now and I'm noticing that I'm running out of footage. So I was like, damn, let me make some more right now. And anyways, I wanted to talk about dating. I wanted to talk about dating as a lesbian.
But she gonna show us where you stash it though, nigga.
It looks like a rose back there, but I promise it's not. Is it just me, or does it feel like we are not on the same page as a collective, as a community? I can only speak from the experience of a lesbian person, but I would like for everybody to get in on this conversation if they are single, dating. I want to know, what's your dating style like? How do you usually approach situations when it comes to finding love, when it comes to finding your person? Do you want love? Are you manifesting like a family or a future? Have you thought that far, or are you waiting for a person to show up and tell you what should happen? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for me in the past, I kind of waited for a person to show up and let me know how life was gonna go. Always thought like, oh, it would be cool if I got married, but if my person doesn't want to get married, I don't care to get married. It would be cool if I had a kid, but if my person doesn't want to have a kid, I don't care to have a kid. Without having much direction, I kind of let life be led by people who I didn't even know if they were gonna be in my life or not. It's so crazy gambling with the idea of placing your future in somebody else's hands. Imagine that. Imagine that you don't have any set plans for yourself to the point where you're waiting for somebody to just come, love you, show up, and let you know how life is gonna go.
Brother,
Isn't that absurd? I am turning 33 in December, and I have been sheltered a lot of my life. I've been sheltered since I was a kid, and the older I get, the more I recognize how deep in that program I was, right? So now that I'm actually breaking free from it, I'm recognizing how many ways I've hid myself from myself. With me, when it came to dating, I kind of just let the other person lead. Like, I kind of let the other person let me know where this was gonna go. You need to show me what we're about to do type energy. You know what I mean? And rightfully so, because I want a person that had intention, and I want a person that had direction, and I want a person that knew what they wanted me for. That's what my main thing was. Of course, I had the idea of wanting these things in the back of my mind, but if I really got real with it, I probably just wanted a person to accept me first. And then once they accepted me, we can start talking about accepting other things into our lives, rather than this is what I come with and this is what I want, and if you can't accept that, there's gonna be someone else that's willing to, more than willing to want what I want and give me more of what I want and pour into the idea of what I want, and just, you know what I mean, just want the same thing. There's gonna be someone else that wants the same things as me. It might not be you. It doesn't have to be. It might not be the journey that was set, and that's okay, but someone else will do that. Yo, that looks like a rose back there, and I promise it's not. It's a thing, man. I feel like I've always conformed to what other people's ideas were. It's only until recently when I started trying to figure out if I like people for them rather than if this person likes me. Does this person like me? Why don't they like me? And like, girl, if this person don't like you, this person don't like you. And there's nothing you can do. Sometimes a person might like you and they're doing their best, but their best is in a capacity that cannot fill up what your best desires. You cannot ask somebody for something more than they can provide for you. And that is, I feel like, the lesson that I'm learning. The more I step into my maturity, the more I realize you cannot ask for somebody to give you more than they can give you. So if you were like me and you were the type of person that allowed other people to lead, I think it's time that you actually sit down and really think, what do you want? Do you want that house? Do you want that child No. How many do you want? Do you want a car? Do you want a van? Do you want a helicopter? What are the things that you actually want? Don't think about how ridiculous it might be. So let's start with the basics. Do you want to get married? How do you date? Do you want to be monogamous? Are you okay with being in an open relationship? Are you okay with having threesomes? Are you okay with these things? Genuinely ask. Or are you doing these things because you're in fear of an absence from a person who's actually not even really there? You want somebody to accept you before you start dreaming about what could be. Time is wasting. We are literally not getting any younger. In no universe, we are not getting any younger. We're gracing and maturing and aging, and it's beautiful. And I want to live this life. I want to feel it. I want to embrace it. And I don't want to be scared to admit it. And I finally can admit it because I'm not in a place or in a position where I feel like someone could leave me and I'm gonna be ass out. I do everything myself. I pay my own bills. I drive my own car. I live in my own home. And I think that's how we really have to start looking at shit. Like, I want what I want, and I'm not gonna conform or change the way that I love and the way that I date and the way that I show up because I wanna mute myself for somebody else. You either get all of me or you just can't handle me. Stay away, stay where you at. Because where you at is way more comfortable where you at. Love is so scary. Love is so challenging. But if you really want it, you're gonna do what you have to do to maintain it. And if that person doesn't show up, or if that person is saying, oh, the things that you want, I don't want it, and that's fine. You need to remove yourself. 2025 or 2024 into 2025 for the rest of the year onto forever, we are going to stop conforming what we want, and we're going to stop allowing what other people want dictate how we move and the things that we think we want. You know what would happen when I did meet a person that did want marriage and want a family, wanted kids, and they wanted the whole nine? I would allow myself to start daydreaming. But you know what the sick and twisted part of it is? Now I am daydreaming about a future with this person because I'm living in their fantasy. I didn't allow myself to create my own fantasy. I didn't allow myself to show up and visualize what I wanted for me because I was too busy focused on how I can serve another person's purpose. No, we're not doing that. I'm eating myself up. Maybe this is the real shit y'all need to hear because I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. And if I am, boy, this bitch is going unlisted quick. Girl, we gotta break free from that shit, okay? Now is the time for you to recognize what do you want? What do you want? And stop attaching your dreams to somebody else's vision. Stop doing that. That's when the delusion starts kicking in. And that's when it feels like if this person leaves, they're taking everything that I dreamt about with them. That's what hurts. It's what's so hard to separate yourself from. Most of the times we go into situations and we want to date somebody that just loves us, and then once they love us, that's when we can start saying, okay, I want to do this with this person. This person is gonna make all my dreams a reality. Honestly, I say all of that to say, start creating your own set of goals. Start creating your own set of wants. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You can literally have whatever you want. But you need to know what you want before you step into a relationship. Because some people, you might meet them and they're like, oh, I don't want kids. I don't want to get married. I don't want any of this. I don't want that. If I find a person, I'm cool with that and we don't have to get married. That has become a rhetoric so often for people. And then that's when we all, as a conscious, start switching our mindsets. Oh, marriage is pointless. And it might be. It might be for some people. But for some people, that's still a fantasy. That's still a beauty. That's still a union. That's still something that allows people to say like, damn, we are here. Like, this is a bond that's literally unbreakable. We are locked in for life. Like, that is a very loud statement. Some people want to be loved out loud like that. For some people, it might be another way of being locked down. But what marriage should stand for is a union. Growth together, is evolution together, is building together. And on the flip side of that, sometimes you meet somebody and they're saying they don't want to have have kids. They don't want to get married. They don't want to do any of these things. And then you start removing your dreams. You start removing your wishes. You start taking it away because you're so hyper focused on this person not wanting it that you say to yourself, damn, well, I guess I can't have it anymore. There goes my dreams. There goes my family. There goes my marriage because this person doesn't want it. This person is not in alignment. This person is probably not for you. But you keep switching who you are and what you want because you want somebody to want you. You want that validation. So if you have to get rid of the things that you actually desire, if you have to get rid of your family and your house, and if you have to get rid of that, that person is not worth you sacrificing your dreams for. Think about it. You've been dreaming about this since you were a little boy, little girl, whatever. Since you were a child, you've always had the idea and the mindset of being with one person and living that fantasy and having that fairy tale and being besties with somebody and just growing up and you are my best friend. You've always wanted that. And because some bald-headed asshole came and told you that they didn't want that, the with you was extremely silent. I'm just letting you know. If somebody seen the value in you, anything that they didn't want, they want it now. Honestly, just make your own goals. Have your own goals and stick to them. Create a vision board, create a list, write it down and stick to it. Stick to it. And when someone that you meet doesn't align with what you want, get rid of them. Stop changing who you are and what you do because you want to appease somebody else. I promise you, there's growth somewhere else. There's growth somewhere else. But you know what? Sometimes all you have to go through the journey. Sometimes you have to go through the journey. So do what you feel is right. Do what you feel is guided. But at the end of the day, don't stay in a situation and lose sight of how you want to show up. At a certain point, it's gonna come to a place where you're just like, damn, I'm sick and tired of people telling me what I want. What do I want? Because everyone's telling me what they want. What do I want? What do I really want? Sit down and think about it. And whatever journeys your soul needs to go through to get you to a place where you just love yourself and you know what you want, you're deserving of, embrace that and sit in that. And don't ever waver. Don't leave it for a second. Don't matter how fine, how paid, how much status this person has. Do not abandon yourself. When you come back, when your soul starts recognizing that you're back, when your soul starts recognizing like, wait, no one took the time to ask me what the F I want in this bitch. Hold on. Say what you want and stand on it. I am rich as hell. I'm rich as hell. I'm gonna have my beautiful daughter and I'm gonna have my fine ass wife. Huh? Y'all, leave me alone. But no, seriously. But no, for real, that's all I have to say right now. So I'm about to get back to editing because Lord, it's 8:33. I don't know why I'm talking so loud. I'm sorry. I'm about to get back to editing. Well, thanks so much for watching. And if you like these type of videos, you already know what to do. If you resonate with anything I was saying, I'm gonna beat you. Oh, for real, if you don't get for real and if you don't start putting yourself first, with all respect, baby, I'm gonna beat you with love, of course. But yeah, bye y'all.